Wow. Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Sir Medieval. Hey, how's it going? You ready for some Mystic? I know I am. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me just start some music. Today we are going to be taking a journey in the Bless Korean version. Apparently it's the old one too. Very excited to see what comes of this. I dug up my old PMing account for this one. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be naming my character Dreadwolf, and he is an Elven Mystic. Let's go! So surprised that name wasn't taken. What's up, Daniel? Thank you so much. Lunatic, hello, Panda. What's going on? I'm ready. I've been wanting to try Mystic so badly. Oh, come on. Hiren was actually faction locked. You couldn't even make a Hiren character. I was surprised. That's okay, though. I just want to know where the Union pets are so I can smuggle them out. That's exactly what I'm going to do as soon as I get into early access. My god. They have some good-looking pets. What's going on? Oh, this is going to be one of those slow loading screen situations, I know it. I heard a lot of good stuff about Mystic, though. This is definitely going to contain my hype until we get EA. I can't wait. Hey, come on. I'm just so glad they still have action combat. Any idea for Paladin and NA/EU? Yeah, they're more of a DPS/healer now, instead of just like a bulky kind of healer. They're kind of switching roles now. They look pretty good in the new version, though, I will say. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm naked. I'm playing Mystic on this one. Hold on, I'm lagging. What's going on with this? I remember that queen. I don't know if it's just the cinematics or the game itself that's laggy. I'm gonna have to see when I get in there. Oh god, she's gonna take me. Oh, were you? Oh, nice. Yeah, too many people on one side, they end up faction locking it, and you have to join the other side. So I guess Hiren's just overpopulated. I'm feeling some delay. Give me a second. Which I shouldn't be, especially not on this computer. What are you doing, game? Okay, this is going to be interesting. Let's do this. Yeah, this is the Korean server. Not the Korean rebuild, though. This is like old school. Okay, now we're talking. Hold on, I've never played Mystic. Let's see. Okay. Holy crap. What's their shift? What is that? Some kind of root. Zerker the most out of those two? Yeah, I like the look of Zerker. I can't wait for that one. I fell in love with Zerker. He broke her rude. I know, yeah, I was seeing that lag. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad now. Alright, we got him. Let me know if it's still lagging, though. The max amount of players in one faction? Actually, I do not know. I don't believe they've told us that yet. Okay, cinematics have just got to be super laggy or something. Maybe it's just the cinematics. I might lower it back down to 4. Just in case. Yeah, you should be fine. You should be fine on that rig. You know what I should be looking at? I should be looking at the cash shop. Let me apply this, though. Oh my god. Oh, wait a minute. It shows all the pets. Oh, no way. By the way, you can use the current Korean English patch on this. You don't have to use that old one that they... Oh, wait a minute. I think I saw one with the legendary skin on it. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I can't get a preview, though. Sandy Rhino. There's so many. Flying? Oh, come on. And then it shows the pets. Holy crap. Oh, Panda. Hold on, I'm going to move my my thing here in a second. Move it there so you can see. Look at that. There's a lot of these. And I don't know what this is. Servant? What's the difference between a pet and a servant? They fetch my water? That's a good looking elf. Alright, let's go. Oh my, am I going to be skipping on the water? This is crazy. It will get laggy, 100v100. Oh yeah. I'm counting on that too. Much as I don't want it to lag, I'm totally counting on it. This feels a lot better than the Japanese version right now, I must say. Oh, you can choose your own quest reward. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, this looks so much different. That's so cool. So you can actually put your skills on your bar. And then resets time, sustain. Whatever it's telling me to do. Oh, snap. Sorry. There's a delay with the skills, but that's alright. Just slice you up like a giant California roll. I'm going to lower the game sounds in just a second here. Can female PCs have flat shoes, or is it only high heels? You know what? I haven't paid too much attention to that, but if I had to guess, I'd say you probably could. I must say I haven't paid too much attention to that though. I'm sorry. I'm gonna lower the master volume to like 15. Make it easier to hear. All right, that's enough testing. Let's go straight for that main quest. So you have a level up guide? Yeah, sure. I mean, it's in my last video. Pretty much all you want to do is rush the main quest to like level 12, 13. Then after that, you want to do the first dungeon till about 22. After that, you want to go from 22 to 31 in the second dungeon. This looks cool. Oh my god, they got zombies. And then from that point, you want to do elite mobs and then farm the rest of your main quests all the way up to like 38. Then you just do rhinos to 30 from 38 to 45. You level up real quick. Solar, what's going on? KR, JP, or NA, sir? Which do you rate? Out of all of them, my favorite has got to be NA. But this is already becoming my most favorite right now. This version feels nice. Let me actually read this skill. What does it do? Crowd control effects are lifted, snares. Oh, okay, so it's a CC immunity. What is this? Oh my god. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, Ninjink. No worries. I'm happy to have a reason to play again. I'm so excited for the new version. I really hope everybody's gonna love it. Hey, I can't choose a mystic chest? Come on now. Fine, I'll do range. Ooh, that looks nice actually. I'll take that. Heck yeah. What FPS are you getting? On this computer, this isn't my main one. This is like my older one, but I have a 1060, 6GB. I have... What was the processor? Oh yeah, i7 7700K. And then 16 gigs of RAM, and this is on an HD, not an SSD. My new one's going to have it on an SSD though, for sure. Can you lean on objects like in BD? No, you can't, but I was really hoping you could. Let me see if I can do it in this one. Yeah, no. I mean, you can sit by pressing Z, but no, we can't lean up against objects. I was wishing for that, though. It's the small things. But I would totally, I don't know, if we get feedback on that, maybe they'll look into that. Who knows? Is this playable with the controller, or is it only mouse or keyboard? As far as I know, it's only mouse and keyboard. I haven't seen anybody try to play it with the controller yet. It's probably not compatible. But when we were at the press conference, they did say that they would give thought in the future to going on console. So hey, it could be a thing. By the way, I've never played on Union before, but oh my god, I know for the conference when I was playing them for a brief moment, I saw all the beautiful pets they had, and this area right here looks amazing. This is so good. Move that a little closer to me so you can hear me a little better. All right. I was reading up on the lore last night too. The elves are extremely interesting. So, when the world was first created in Bless Online by the old gods, there was an entity that despised the old gods. The entity awoke and started fighting against them because there was so much chaos going on in the world. And anyway, stuff started happening. Dwarves got spawned in the world, humans, elves, and the elven queen actually died. And then the elves split into two different factions: the Aqua Elves and the Sylvan Elves, I think they're called, because of the dark magic. The dark magic caused them to start dying, and half the elves wanted to use dark magic to try to bring their queen back and stay alive. The other one wanted to keep to the old ways, and that's pretty much what the war turned into. It's a really cool lore they got. Can you use mouse inversion with the NA client? Oh, you know, I didn't see an option for that. I was looking for that though. But I probably wasn't looking hard enough. I'd say maybe on that one. A lot of people are gonna go Union. I mean, if you read the lore, I'm not gonna lie. I was rooting for Union. My guild wants to go Hiren, but the Union lore was pretty cool. I mean, they're just the rebels, the people that just won't back down. They won't take no for an answer. They don't surrender either. Even when the Hiren had them, like, literally as vassal states under their boot, they didn't care. They beat them back. Like, the Union storyline is so freaking cool. So cool. Can you see NPCs far away, or is it view distance low like BDO? You know what, that was actually pretty annoying. Let me see here. I don't know if there's a view distance setting in here, but you can see people pretty far away. I wouldn't say it's as bad as BDO when it comes to that. I don't think there is a... Yeah, there is actually. So, oh wait, no, max PC load. Yeah, I haven't really seen like a view distance one, but yeah, it shouldn't be too bad though on that one. They might also have some new settings for that in the new version as well. I've noticed there's no autopathing. V is the usual button for that, but you can't autopath. Interesting. What class do you think will have a high skill cap in the upcoming version? Ooh, that's a tough one. I think mage is still going to be pretty, I'd say like easy to medium difficulty for mage, more than likely, depending on that combat system. The highest skill cap would probably come from, ooh, I gotta hand it to Paladin, or, because we don't have all the classes yet, that's the thing. I'd have to say Paladin on that one, more than likely. Wait, what does she want me to do? Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Been working on this voice for years. I'm super proud of it. It's what you get when you don't talk a lot. I love it. Thanks so much. The Mystic is so cool. My God. Is there a dance emote? As a matter of fact, there is. I'll show you it right after this. I bet you the Aqua Elves dance emote is so weird. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta put my staff away. Hit him with the dance. Yep. La da 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 dum 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 dum. I knew it. That's great. Yes, there is a dance emote. That's great. All right, let's go. Any class that uses spear in the game? No, not yet. But people are hoping for that, and honestly, so am I. That'll probably have to come after Warlock, though. If they still have Warlock on the table, I'm assuming they do. Oh, hey, buddy. You know what? Just auto attack. Get out of here. I don't even know what's going on right now, but I'm loving it. Are there racial dances? Yes. Each race has a different dance, actually. Fresh production. Oh, God. The Aqua Elf storyline is already seeming really cool. Okay, here we go. Get him, get him. There we go, we got one. Yes, this is Mystic. This is Mystic. And it's really freaking cool. More of a support class, or does it do as much DPS as the mage? No, it's more of a support class, but it's still one that can do DPS. I'd say like very mediocre DPS compared to the mage, but it's still in there though. This is more of like a AoE, like your open world PvP healer kind of thing. Is this game going to be free to play? Nope, it's going to be buy to play with a cash shop, and there will be a premium subscription, but you shouldn't need it. But basically just buy to play. Whoa, she took her clothes off. Oh crap, I forgot. Okay. I don't know if this is the censored version, because there's some naughty stuff in Bless, so I might have to switch screens at certain points. Will there be guild progression / quests? Yeah, there's guild leveling actually. When you first start a guild, you start out at like 10 members, I believe, and you have to level up, and then the max you can get is 120 members in a guild. So yeah, there'll definitely be progression. You gain guild points by just like farming mobs, doing dungeons, PvP, that kind of thing. Yes, Mystic's gonna be a lot better for group content. Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to see Spezia again. The Union City is beautiful. So jealous of it. Rock and roll. So, let me open up the dungeon menu in a second here, if I can actually find it. I want to see what dungeons they have. Oh, wait, is this the Twinkling Wing effect? Oh, no. Tell me they don't have this. Oh, God, I think that's what it's going to look like. No problem, Corrigan. How many character slots will we start with, and how costly is it to unlock more? They said we start with 4. And, wait, reflect attack? What do you want me to do, Billie Jean? I can't learn those yet. I think she wants me to attack them. Okay, if you insist. But, yeah, they said we start out with 4 free ones, but they didn't say how much it's going to cost for the extras, though. Guardian received some damage stances. Yep, it most certainly did. As a matter of fact, it was kind of hard to tell which was which, actually. Viable DPS? I don't know about that. Just because Guardian always had low amounts of damage, but a lot of CC. They still have like the same types of skills in there, so I'd say it's probably going to be really good for PvP, but for PvE, you wouldn't want to take like a Guardian over a Berserker or a Mage, for instance. I don't think it'll be that viable. For open world, though, those stances will be really good. The damage stances, they've got some PvE, or I'm sorry, some CC in their toolkit. Bless reminds me of SAO, been waiting for 6 years. I know. So ready for this game. We need something fresh to the genre, and hopefully something that's going to be decent, provide a lot of content, and honest devs, actually, too. They've been very transparent so far, and I hope they really keep it up. And things that they're doing that are really good to see, like lowering the price of the Founders Pack, that kind of thing. It's really good to see. Is there swimming or underwater? Yeah, you can actually swim underwater. Let me see. I think we just passed some. I can show you. I'm noticing the stamina doesn't drain nearly as fast as the Japanese server. My God. Let me see if I can go underwater here. Oh, I don't know if it's deep enough. Darn. Yeah, there is swimming and underwater content, though. Absolutely. We don't have, like, full-on underwater caves yet, but that could be something planned for the future, because on the Japanese version, there was an update that stated they were going to be looking into naval combat, floating islands, which I did ask, and that was confirmed. That's a max-level PvP island, floating island. And then housing was another thing that the Japanese update said. So we could probably expect those things, hopefully, in the future. Are there DPS Paladin stances, melee or range? Those are more, from what I've seen of them, they're more on the range side. I saw a lot of like, pew, like, you know, those lightning beams kind of thing. I saw very few melee abilities in there. There probably is some, but there's a lot of pew going on. Are two-handed swords in this game? Oh, roger that, Panda. There's not a PvP or like a greatsword class, but there was a trailer that someone pointed out in the Discord where you saw what looked like an NPC character rolling with the greatsword. They look like a Slayer class. They did have a two-handed sword, and that led people to believe that at some point Bless might actually add a Slayer type class in the game. Two-handed greatsword. Don't quote that though, but I forgot which trailer it is, but someone pointed it out in the Discord a few weeks back, the Bless Discord. So I would definitely hope for that, because that'd be super cool. Ooh, these little rocks are cute. Oh, I don't have any taming scrolls yet. Ooh, wait. New skill. Being Beast. Okay. Because he's just so powerful. 15% attack use to skills. Nice. That's actually really cool. Oh, that's nice. Alright. CC crowd control. Yep. Okay. Change into clothes. Aha. There we go. Hit the rock. What rock? Oh, rock crab? Or wait, do I have to go up there? Hit the road. After a conversation with Freya. I don't see a Freya. Oh no. This is the problem with being stuck on Union quests. I've never done Union before. Hold on a second. Hit the rock. This is a rock. Hold on a second. Airship dock. Okay, so I'm guessing we gotta go upstairs here. Let's see. Teleportation master. Oh, yep, I'm seeing it. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's go. This is really cool, actually. Yeah, oh, I'm hoping the best for it. I'm hoping so much for it. We really need something to help save the MMO genre. No more pay to win. No more freaking. No, it really does boil down to that, doesn't it? That's like the main problem. Part of it. But we just need a new MMO. Maybe a type of class awakening like BDO or Terra. That would be really cool if they did do that. I would definitely hope for that. The amount of potential you could do with that would be insane. Especially since you have the stance switches already. You could do it where you could switch to a new weapon. Mystic what? Yep, this is on the old version of Bless. This is the Mystic. This is where it all began. And I'm trying to figure out how to get the heck up there. Oh, we'll figure it out. I like that you have to walk everywhere though. It reminds you that, hey, this ain't no rodeo, buddy. You gotta walk. Yeah, this area is really beautiful. I'm loving it. KR is the old version, but still has higher content than JP. Yeah, because they rebuilt the whole thing from the, well, not from the ground up, but yeah, they rebuilt the whole thing for the Japanese version that we know. So yeah, it does have less content than this one. Holy crap, this is tough. Let me see. Let me go find something here. Do you have any reservations about the changes Neo has made to this combat system? Well, I mean it looked and felt really good. Thank you so much, by the way. The changes that they made. I don't think anything. I think it's gonna take some getting used to. I was sad to see that the auto attack left the combat system, but it actually feels like it's going to be a lot better this way. More strategic combat, like a game of chess, basically. And if you mess up one time, you're going down. Oh, hey, maybe. Oh, yes. Okay, sweet, sweet. Yes, I found it. Found it. How many jobs are at the moment in game? Like classes, there are going to be 5 in the North American / EU version. Ooh, we're getting somewhere. I gotta open the. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. Hold on, let me open the map up. Oh my god. Let me scroll out. Oh, it's not letting me. There we go. Ooh. Yes, and in this version we probably will be able to explore over in the winter region. Yeah, it does look the same though. I like it. This quest is annoying. I gave up and switched races. Oh god. Yeah, it took me a little bit to find that out. If all the mounts have special effects once they reach legendary. There's only a few that have the legendary skin itself. It hasn't been confirmed how many though. But they might be adding more for the new version though. I really hope they do. I know that place was freaking beautiful. I would love to ride an airship like all the time besides that dragon tamer thing. This looks so cool. Do you think the auto attack was removed to mitigate some botting? More than likely. I think they also did it because they wanted to reinvent it. They wanted to have something new, something fresh kind of thing. I think that's probably why they did it as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if botting was a thing too. A reason why. Because it'll be very difficult to bot with that kind of combat system going on. Yeah, pay to win is a huge deal. I know. Even Arcade with the worst pay to win. Yeah, that was a shame. Because in Arcade the first few weeks, and Alpha and Beta especially, were so good. And then all that stuff started happening. I left around the time they put Thunderstruck Trees in the cash shop, if I remember right. Yeah, that was a tragedy. This is more like an airboat. Oh yeah, this is awesome though. I like this. I wanna ride these instead of dragons. I'll take it. Get my steampunk vibes on. Dude, this is Specia, the Union capital, and it's so beautiful. I want to read on the lore of Bless every day. On the wiki, there's a really good description of the lore, but it just fascinates you even more when you read the lore and then you get into the game and start thinking about how all this came to be. Like, the Union was vassalized by the Hiren one major time. I don't know if they were vassalized any more than that. I got to reread it again, but yeah, the way they fought back though, it was really cool to read. You could spend a day without PvP because everyone in the safe zone, the event lagged crazy. Yeah, there was some real issues going on with AA, that's for sure. And thank you so much. I'm really liking that the sprint lasts so long in this though. This is nice. Look at this. I would have been out of stamina like the first 10 steps. No, not even 10, like 5 steps. What do you think about all the packs you can buy? I'm kind of curious about the Lumina conversion because someone was bringing that up in Discord today, and I was kind of curious about it too, like how much Lumina we're supposed to be getting. I believe one time someone said that we're supposed to be getting like the $150 pack is worth way more than what it is. So I'm guessing it's the same thing for the other ones. I think the costumes look pretty cool. I would have loved to have a dye system so I could dye that red though, but I mean, okay, blue's okay. Blue's okay, I guess. Still, if they ever incorporate a dye system, I'm using that. And I really hope that maybe we can somehow use those. I know that it says one-time use, but I would really like to have that costume on multiple characters. I know other people would too. What faction are you going to play in EA? That was being decided by my guild, and they want to go where the competition is. So since the majority of people are going to Union, they want to go Hiren. It's crazy, and I love it. More PvP. Nearly as bad as Tryon. Yeah, they've been very transparent so far. It's really good to see. That stuff, like with lowering the founder pack prices because of community feedback, because there was a lot, was really good to see as well. It's something you don't really see all the time. Come here, you. Not to mention, he's actually already here, so we don't have to worry about that. He did a lot of damage right there, though. Yowza. So in this version, apparently you use skill books. That's kind of cool, actually. Vampire Bat. I'm going to put that on 6. Cool. Wonder if that's an instacast. Hold on. That is... doesn't say. Effective distance. That actually might be an instacast. I like that. What can you buy for Lumina? There's going to be a lot of cosmetics, pet skins, mountain skins. So when I say pet skins, that means it won't give you a pet. It's something you can apply to the pet you already have. And then convenience items. Oh, we about to get ganked. Oh boy. Holy God, that's nice. Oh, you don't want none of this. Why can't I aim that? Oh, wait a minute. This makes skills do instant cast, don't they? Yes. Ice Flower is instantly casted. I'm going to assume that's Ice Flower. Nice. Getting the hang of this now. Is it true that Union is much more popular? On the EU side, it seemed like a lot of people wanted to join EU. I'm not sure about NA, though. What type of role does the Mystic fill? Why would you need a Mystic instead of Paladin? If you're doing open world PvP or Battlegrounds, you want a Mystic over a Paladin, for sure. The first part is they don't have to be as close, because you know, being ranged, they have that ability. Paladin has a lot of ranged heals too, but still, the Mystic is really good for that, and they're more AoE based, so that's something you definitely want. Past that though, I'm actually gonna have to find out for myself, because I know they're AoE heal based, but I don't know if how much utility they have, like if they have teleports like the mage does. I'm gonna have to find that out for you. On another version of Bless, if you delete a character, can you create a character with this name right away? Yep, you actually can. There's no lockout or anything like that, last time I checked. How long will it take to reach max level in the NA servers? So there hasn't been any talk of them nerfing dungeon XP and stuff like that. So my guess is it'll still take about, if you're doing it like the quick way, like you do the main quest, then you switch to dungeon, and then elite mobs / dungeon, or I'm sorry, elite mobs / main quest, then it'll probably take you about 5 days max. Really buckle down. If you're playing like, maybe even if you're playing like 12 hours a day and just doing the quests alone, probably like a week and a half. But that's when the real grind begins, because when we get to 45, there's going to be what's called stance level. So you start out with 6 stances. Your character can only access 4 of those, 4 out of 6 at the start of the game. The last 2 are locked behind stance level 20. So once you get to 45, you have to level your stance skill all the way to 20 to unlock those other 2. So there's still progression after endgame. And then of course we'll get level 50 content and all that comes with that as well. Assassin don't come out from up to 3 to 6 months after early access. Yeah, you can start with Ranger and then you can switch over all of your gear to the Assassin. You'll have a much more like advantage than people that start out from Assassin at level 1. So that's probably the best way to go. Just switch your gear over. Because you'll probably already have like plus 10, and then all you really need is the Assassin weapon. Any suggestion for a PvP class? It really just boils down to what you like playing, like your playstyle. All the classes are really good at what they do. Like the mages are really good for just igniting the battlefield and dropping meteors on people, taking them out. Rangers are really good for counteracting like mage classes and picking people off, sniping, literally sniping. Berserker's good for jumping right in there without a care and AoEing the crap out of everybody, trying to take out as many people as possible before they die. And Guardian is like the peel. They keep everybody else alive. Everybody does their job really well. Can't say there's any one class that I'd say you wouldn't really want in a fight. Gear is not bound to the character. No, you can actually send your gear to your other characters. You can't trade it to other people, but you can put it on the auction house and send it to your other characters though, which is really nice. The first time ever, I don't know what class to start. Oh, well, just think about like what you'd want to be in life. Like if you put yourself in a medieval age, would you want to be a wizard? Would you want to be a warrior on the front lines? And just go from there. If you think you'd like being on the front lines, go Berserker or Guardian for sure. You can maintain multiple characters at the same time? Absolutely. So we can only enter dungeons once per day. We can only enter raids once per week. So let's say you do your first raid, then you have a week lockout. You can go to your other character and run that too. Yeah, absolutely. There's also order quests that you can do every day. Random quests like dancing in front of a guardian or something like that, or like running a certain dungeon, killing a certain mob, taming, and gathering. So once you complete those as well, you can do those on other characters too. And your gold is all shared in the Japanese version. It might be shared between your characters in the NA as well. what would you recommend they play instead? The Berserker instead. They are going to have an off-tank spec. We're not sure what it's called yet. I believe it's called Slaughterer, but they're supposed to be viable for off-tanking as well. So I would suggest Guard or a Berserker. You might actually get to the point to where you don't even need to off-tank. You can actually main tank a dungeon as well. Have you tried the Guardian in PvP? Is it effective as DPS or healer? Oh yeah. Yeah, Guardian can do some damage. In terms of like, if you see a Berserker charge into your line, that Guardian can be the first line of defense to where that Berserker won't be able to do anything. They can lock them down, assassins down. They can throw up their shield and everybody behind them doesn't take any damage at all. So they have a lot of good uses on the Guardian. Auction house having fixed prices. You can. So there's like a low set price and then a high set price. But in terms of like selling like a random wheat plant for like 1,000,000 gold, that part you can't do. That's all set by them. So it's like essentially like BDO is how it works. It would have been cool not to see that, but I mean, you'll be making a lot of money anyway. You probably won't even care after a while. Yeah, because you'll still be fine. The prices are still really good though. And stuff like plus 15 weapon, for instance, the gap that you can put it low or set it high is actually really big too. So, what is this wanting me to do? Penetrate the main base? Well, I'm just walking right through. So, okay. Isn't it super risky to put your gear in the auction house to transfer to your alt? Yes, yes it is. So if it's on your account, I would just mail it. Oh yeah, U is for the mailing button. Yeah, you can just send it to your other character. Just like, hold on, let me send a letter. Write a new letter, and then type the name. There you go. Bam, 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 bam. There we go. Something that's not soulbound. And then you can just transfer it to your other character. Or apparently you can transfer mounts too. Right. Let me use that. Alright. No Warlock yet. No Warlock yet. We're going to have to wait on that one. Going to be so excited when it comes though. You could play a mage for now though. And then probably transfer your gear over later. Warlock will probably use the same stuff. What armor type does the Mystic wear? They wear cloth. Robes. Yeah, from the looks of it. Actually, it's actually telling me there right now too. Cloth. Level 10. We got 3 levels to go. Then we're going to run that dungeon. If I can find it. Oh, you guys are going down. Okay, I'm starting to understand this. I noticed I don't have a heal, though. Is it over? Oh, it's over. Will I have enough time to get an extra set of assassin gear before it releases? If I go 0'd at launch? What do you mean? Oh, like if you're playing on your ranger? Or what do you mean? Who is your worth? Yours worth. Oh god, that's friendly fire. What is the threat mechanic and what classes get it? Classes get taunts, like Guardian and Berserker might get one with their new defensive stance. That's basically what it is. It's just like aggro generation, like World of Warcraft kind of thing. Person with the most damage usually has aggro, unless it's taunted. Wrecked. I was starting to get low on that one. I was getting a little worried. I need to grab pots before I go further. Let's see here. Gotta be a potion vendor in here somewhere. You know, I'll get it. I'll get it. On the way. Would a mage and mystic share the same gear type, or is it stat priority difference? Actually, let me see, because I'd be able to tell you right now. So, intelligence is usually magic power, but let me see here if we can bring it up. Intelligence, increased spell power, and max mana. Okay, so the mage I know uses wisdom. So For the most part, they should have the same stats. You should be able to use like the Mystic gear on the Mage, for instance. But in the end, like in-game wise, you'd want to have that same gear for that same class. But yeah, you could definitely use it though. Is this Union or Hiren? This is Union, and they don't all share the same dungeons. The first two are actually different. Ooh, level 11, got a new weapon. What I'm talking about. Mountain Walk. That sounds fun. Ooh, passive. I like how it has this marker on the ground as well. That's pretty cool. Didn't you loot assassin stuff in a dungeon during the preset? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, we did actually. So yeah, you could probably get. I didn't think about that. You could probably get a gear set for assassin before it actually comes out, which is kind of funny actually. That would work. Paladin will not get tank stance. No, they didn't say anything about a tank stance for Paladin. It's mainly DPS now. DPS and heal is what it looks like. Because you regain your mana on Paladin by DPSing, so that's what they're going for now. Does this game have personal loot, or do you roll on gear? You have to roll on gear. Sorry. Hopefully you're doing it with the guild run or like a really honest pickup group, because it would suck to lose that item to a random person. Gonna hope the best on that one. Okay, I think we unlocked something. Sweet. Do you have any heads up when we can pre-purchase the game? They said that we have to wait until the day of to purchase the game. So I don't know if that's going to be changing, but hopefully it does. Is this max graphic settings? This is one setting below max because it started having delay in the starting area. I think it'd be okay now, but yeah, this is one setting below max, so number 4 instead of 5. This looks pretty. Terra rundown, MA face. I hate deep talks with friends. Can I save a template of my character during character creation? You can, like in these versions. But when you get to the NA version, you want to do it there instead, so it doesn't bug out. Like if you want to transfer a character, I tried this earlier actually, because I have both the Korean rebuild and this Korean version, this old version, and I created my character on the Korean rebuild this morning and tried to transfer it here. And it looked like an invisible stick figure. So, yeah, we're going to have to recreate them on NA/EU. We can't transfer from Japan, looks like. Can you main Zerker at launch? Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah, you absolutely can, Cleric. Maxim, what's going on? What are you messaging me? I'm sorry. Oh, I'm going to do some more reading on these. Is it a link? What's the difference between Mage and Mystic? Mage is AoE damage. They're your, get in, kill somebody before they know what's going on, and then get out really quick kind of class. It's like a wizard. Basically, they use staves. A lot of damage. Couple CC abilities that I've seen. And they have really good utility. Like they have the Ice Shield from World of Warcraft, for instance. And they have a teleport. Really good all-around class. The Mystic is a class that can do DPS, fairly decent DPS, but they're the AoE healers, the ones you really want to have in Battlegrounds and open world PvP. They're really good at keeping like an entire raid alive, for instance. Can you swim around the whole island of the game? And if so, can you try to do that now? I mean, I don't know if there's enough time in a day for that, but yeah, you could if you wanted to. Man, if you want to make and break that record, you do that. I got to get to level 50. Is Warlock available on the Korean version? It is not. I was looking for that one too, but nope. Only Mystic and Assassin, of course. What's your opinion about the $150 collector's edition? Should you go for it? I'd say if you have the money and like the cosmetics, absolutely, but you don't need it. You'd be just fine with just the $70 or even the $40 pack, because they all get the same amount of early access. So if you're competitive, you don't really need the $150. I'd say it's completely up to you if you genuinely like the cosmetics in there, because all of them get the premium anyway. So even that you don't need, but that's nice too, if you can get it. What's the daily routine for the normal Bless player? What do you need to do daily? So your order quests, definitely, which are those random quests I was talking about where you tame like 15, I'm sorry, gather 15 plants or like tame 5 mobs, tame 5 mounts, and then do a dungeon. You'd want to do those, and then you'd want to move on to your dungeon runs, and then your raid if you have it. Go to Bossel's Canyon to farm up some honor. Do the battlegrounds when they open up, because battlegrounds are only open up at a set time. Arenas when they open up. World bosses when they spawn, because they only spawn at certain times of the day. On the Japanese server, they spawn like really early in the morning. You can see like giant icons on the map, though. You'll know when you see a world boss. World boss is freaking, yeah, the battlegrounds I said. Elite mob farm. You want to do a little bit of that every day as much as you can. Monster hunting, remember that. You'll want to do that whenever you can. There will be some more people going in depth on that when the game actually releases, because everybody will know how it's going to work. But yeah, those are some of the things you'll want to do every day. And then, of course, turbans. Those are the mushrooms that you find around the map that you can gather, and they'll teleport you into a gathering instance where you can get like cooking materials, mining materials, and alchemy as well. What class offers the most in terms of CC, be it fear, snares, sleep, blind? Okay. So the class with the most CC, I'd have to say, is probably Guardian. Out of all of them, Mage would probably come close, but yeah, because the only class I haven't played yet is Paladin, and it definitely doesn't have enough CC to match up with Guardian. So I'm gonna say Guardian and then Mage right after. Guardian has a lot of knockups, they have a charge skill and a leap skill that stuns people. They have stuns. They have they have a couple things in their kits. Roots. They got a lot. Korea / JP don't have the new races like the Iblis, the Siren, and the, what was the other one? The Fayed? I was reading about them in the lore actually yesterday. No, they don't have those yet though. Those are going to be some pretty cool races though. I'm excited for those. How is Mage in PvP? AoE burst, is it good damage in short time? Oh yeah, it's scary. Like if you're standing next to your friend and you see an enemy mage, you want to back away from that friend and wish him goodbye because he's going down. Yeah, they're really good with AoE damage. Really, really good. They have a frontal ice cone that will just demolish people if you're standing like near your gate, for instance, in Castro Siege. They have a lot of PvP utility. Better watch out, I'm getting the hang of this. Yeah, they better watch out. Wait till I get my heals. Come on, somebody. Do you think finding monsters to kill will be a problem at release since everybody will be level 1? I think it's going to be a bit of a problem. It's going to be like it might be like an Arcade situation where people are just killing mobs left and right. I would say join a party if you see that going on, but just focus on the main quests, because you're going to see a lot of people taking their time trying to do all the quests, while you'll probably, if you're just wanting to rush, just go for the main quests and then go into the dungeons, because they can't steal your mobs in the dungeons. So it'll just be like the first 13 levels, and then after that it'll probably settle down. Is the arena times always the same, or does it vary? No, it's the same. So if you might be better served playing on like the different servers, because we're gonna have multiple servers per region apparently. They might have different times. So if you're better served by playing on another one, then that might be the way to go. More than likely they'll all have the same one, but they might be different. Alright, we need to grab some pots. Melee in a bad time for PvP. No, melee definitely serves its purpose. Assassins, when they're equally geared, can be pretty devastating, and they have ways to go back into stealth, so they're not completely like dead once they gank somebody. Berserkers, now that their Requiem, which keeps them alive for 10 seconds after they die, has been changed, it's more of a Tryndamere ult now. If you're able to time that properly, you could stay alive for as long as you want, assuming you don't get caught in the open and die. And then Guardian, of course, can just, when they're equally geared, they can be really tough to take down. They do their job very well. Oh, hold on. Let me buy at least 15 of these. Is the narrative any good? Are you talking about the lore? Because, oh yeah. Like the lore and the quest lines, the cinematics, yeah. It's pretty freaking good on that count. It's hard to understand sometimes though, because of course the voice acting. But looking forward to that in NA, actually knowing what's going on. And thank you. Mystic looks more like Druid. Yeah, I guess they do, huh? I'm excited to see what other stuff they have access to. Yeah, they do kind of look like Druids though, you're right. Let me see. Alright, let's go. So it looks like everything's relatively the same here. So once we get to level 13, so this is around the time you want to start doing a couple side quests so you don't get behind. And then make sure you can get to 13. Is there flying mounts? There is indeed flying mounts. The two known ways that you can get them easily is by, well, not easily actually. So Guild v Guild, let me see if I can open it. Yep. So whoever has the most influence points in the new server, and you get this by just leveling up your guild kind of thing. You get these over time, and you can use these to bid on territory. And then when you win it, you get access to a special shop where you can get flying mounts and other legendary items, they said, which is probably going to be like weapons and armor kind of thing. And then you can also become the top ranked in PvP. If you're in the top 13, then you get a flying mount as long as you keep your title. And then if you get a legendary mount, if you manage to get one of those, it has a chance to get the flying trait, which lets you double tap W, like right here, and then you can fly for 10 seconds, which is really, really useful, by the way. How would you decide between going Ranger or Mystic? It really depends about... Oh, Berserker's really good, yeah. But it really... I'll say it in a second. It really depends on what you want to do, like in terms of PvP. If you want to be the guy that keeps all of your teammates alive, or let's say you're running with a static, and you want to be the one that heals everybody and can still do damage instead of picking people off like the Ranger can, then you'd go for Mystic. But if you want to snipe people, like stay in the high places and just rain down on people from above, rain of arrows and whatnot, if that's your kind of playstyle, I'd say Ranger for sure. Ranger's probably the only class I could say, without a doubt, could probably take out a mage for sure, if you catch him off guard especially. How many crafting skills, life skills, professions are available? Oh, so life skills, you have gathering and mining. You have cooking, alchemy, armor smithing, enchanting, jewel crafting, and I'm pretty sure that's all of them actually. Let me see. Maybe it'll show me in here. Oh no, I won't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all of them though. We should be coming up on the quest where we can choose that though, so I should be able to tell you here in a second. Yeah, that's pretty much all of them though. Oh yeah, and taming, of course. Taming too. In large-scale PvP and or high-end PvE, how intensive is healing going to be for Paladin or Mystic? Extremely. Like, oh god. If you think like World of Warcraft healing is intense in BGs, it's gonna get a whole heck of a lot harder. I mean, people will lose health quite fast. So if you're not paying attention, then somebody's probably going down. It's gonna be very intense, especially because you got 100 v 100. So there's probably gonna be like a 5 to that 100 Mystic and Paladin ratio. Like maybe 5 Mystics, 5 Paladins kind of thing, but there's going to be a very low ratio. What do you think of Paladin? I think it's a really good class for what it does. It reminds me of Neverwinter's healing. I know Neverwinter wasn't really a popular game, but I did enjoy the healing and the priest in that game, as long as I didn't look at the cash out. And I like the Paladin healing system. I think it's really cool. And I like the fact that you have to do DPS to regain your mana so you can keep on healing. Makes it more of a high maintenance class. You won't be like just brain dead, mashing keys there, bored. Like you actually have to be involved in the fight. I don't know where I'm supposed to bring this guy. Oh, yep, there we go. Come on, Buttercup, let's go. And then Berserker, oh yeah, for Berserker, so they're the class that jumps in there, takes out as many... Berserkers are probably the only people that are legitimately not afraid to die because of Requiem, but even though it's being changed into more of a Tryndamere ult, you still have very little reason to fear death as a Berserker. So if you like the guys that are just jumping in there, taking out people left and right, they have CC, but they have a lot of AoE as well. Berserker's your guy. Berserker is definitely your guy. And they're also going to have a lifesteal stance, which is going to change things a lot because a Berserker, their AoE with lifesteal sounds insane. absolutely insane. So if you pair that with like the defensive stance, for instance, or just even one of the other stances, you're probably gonna have a fun time. Did I deliver you properly? I did, right? Yeah, he's running. He's good. Could you put it on max settings and texture? I could try. Let me see. Let me see how it looks. I don't think these ones will matter too much. Hey, yeah. Not too bad. Maybe it was just the starting area that was having issues. I'll probably lower it in just a little bit here just in case, but yeah, not bad. I know in world boss fights though, this version runs really, really bad. Oh god, I've seen it. Felt it. PvP's where you got your name? Heck yes. Yeah, devoted cleric. That explains Pally entirely, really. Alright, yeah, let me turn this back off so we can see the difference again. Set all. Yeah, not bad though. Yeah, no problem. Is there a certain dungeon that provides all the in-game gear for classes once the game gets released? Yeah, so Migraturus, it used to be called Nigraturus, but it's being renamed, is probably going to be the dungeon that we'll be able to do once we get to max level. That's going to be able to provide all the gear that you need until we get to Patala Ruins. That dungeon is going to be at 9k gear score. Migraturus is probably going to be around 6k when you first get to 45. You might have to grind for a bit because you'll probably be around like 5.5 when you reach 45 initially. But yeah, once we get to Patala Ruins, that's probably going to be the best gear in the game. Until the raid comes out. Because that's where you can get your legendary weapons and all kinds of stuff like that. That's going to be fun. Let me see here. I have to go over yonder. Alright. Well, let me see. Let me see if the dungeon's up. Oh, no, that's not the one I want to go for. Heck no. The main quest is actually going to lead us to the dungeon as well, so I might as well just keep going on that. Compare the mage and ranger, maybe if you know the gameplay of both. I only played the mage very briefly, but I will say the ranger feels a lot like Archage's ranger, kind of. You have like your fast shots. That's mainly the skill that I'm talking about. Where you have your fast casting archer shot. You have your backdashes. You even have a backdash that allows you to shoot while you're doing that. You have traps. You actually have an invisible stance. If you're standing completely still as a ranger, you have a passive that puts you invisible. So it's more of like a ganking, like sniper class kind of thing. You do have a snipe skill as well. You charge it up. It goes to 3 bars, and you could probably half somebody's health just with that skill alone. This one is Union that we're playing on right now. And they have a very beautiful scenery. No problem, Burry. Spammable attacks that regain mana. Yes, so that's where they're going for with the Paladin now. So you should be able to keep your mana up, no problem. Just as long as you're incorporating your stance switches and making sure that you keep attacking. That's the main part. Is there a dungeon queue? There is, as a matter of fact. Ooh, hey, I just saw the dungeon menu. So you can queue for random dungeons as well. It's not open for me yet, but it looks like... Okay. So Balmont Prison, that's the one that we do for Union. And yeah, the first two are different for Highland and Union. Once you get to Dead Mines, then it changes. And it looks like Patala Ruins is actually level 43 on this one. And then the raid is... Oh, you can do that 3 times a week on this. Wow. And then, yep, this one does have level 50 content. Oh my. Well, that's fun. I'll queue for that. I'll see if it actually pops. I think it'll take a while if it does, though. What are you planning on playing on launch and what faction? I am planning on playing a Berserker. I want to start out as a Berserker as my main. And then I want to go into a Guardian for an ult, just in case the guild or like a pickup group needs a tank. And then I want to work my way there from there slowly. I would like to get all the classes at 45 at some point. Once I have my Berserker at level 20 stance skill, have a maxed out gear, all that kind of stuff, then I'll start working on that kind of thing. I like all the classes. And then as for the faction, my guild wants to go Hiren. They want to go where the competition is, so most of the players are going Union, so we're going Hiren. Ooh, this place looks nice. Dang. Yeah, Mystic does some decent DPS. Is range Paladin both range, DPS, and healing a thing? No, it actually looked like the DPS part where you regain your mana was ranged. So I don't think you'll have to be getting up close to regain your mana. I think you'll be fine on that count. Resource management shouldn't be an issue. Be able to distinguish better players from worse. Yeah, you're right. It shouldn't be, but they want to make sure that I guess the way they want to do it is they want to punish you if you're not actually like, which is weird to say, but yeah, they want to punish you if you're not actively in the fight, kind of thing. Like even for tanking as a guardian, because you have something called what was it called? Endurance? No. Bravery. That's what it's called. So if you're not using your guardian properly and changing stances, you can actually get a debuff that will hinder you and make you a lot weaker when it comes to tanking and survivability. So it won't be just a tank and spang thing with the guardian either. They're making stuff a lot harder when it comes to that kind of stuff. Can opposing factions enter the other dungeons if they manually reach them? Actually haven't tested that yet. That would be something to test out for sure. But if I had to say, you probably could, actually. Paladin seems to have a higher ceiling for an entry healer. Yeah, it seems like if I had to guess, Paladin would probably have one of the highest skill ceilings. Oh, they're going to Hiren? Oh, that's going to be interesting to see then, how that turns out. Kind of curious. God. Freaking Mystic does damage. See, I don't have another skill book, do I? I do not, but I have new gear. Alright. How do the factions impact PvP? One side dominates, and that's it? No, you can actually fight others of your own faction in a large scale. Oh, thank you so much. So the guild territory system, that's done entirely inside your faction. So you won't be fighting enemy faction players in that. So you won't have to worry about them dominating that part. The battlegrounds is faction v faction. The open world PvP, of course, is as well. So it really depends on who's there because there's no flying mounts. So if you have 20 Union players that are gathered up to dominate elite mobs, then you have to try and muster up 20 Hiren players to try to take it back. But you still could, though. So it won't be as big of a factor as like World of Warcraft. You shouldn't see like 100 Union players camping a flight spawn because they do have that faction lock as well. Which some people might end up hating too because you might not be able to play with your friends if you have to go to the other side. We'll have to see how that works actually. Dad Rage. Oh god. Thanks, Dad Rage. Glad to see you, man. Can you play this for free now? Yeah. On this server in particular, on the Korean server, you would have to pay for a Korean PMANG account. This is actually intended to be for the rebuild server, the Korean rebuild, but you can still access this old version with that PMANG account. I think I paid like, I don't know, I paid like $16 for it or something like that. I was originally thinking that everybody was on the Korean server, so I bought it, and then I found out everybody was on the Japanese server. So I was like, oh wow, okay. But yeah, on the Japanese server, you can play for free though, right now. Hello. Come on, cast. There we go. Do players drop items during open world PvP if they die? They do not. If you die to a mob, you have the penalty of losing what's called your runes, which are what you can embed in your gear and they give you stat bonuses. But if you die in PvP, you won't lose your runes though. Unless they're really smart and they get you down to like 1% and let you die to a mob, then you'd be losing a rune. And I'd be crying myself to sleep tonight personally if that happened to me. That would suck. Come on, let's go. I am loving Mystic. Pala have full stance damage and tank stance and a full heal and a mixed one. You know what? They actually could have a tank stance. Because we didn't look too much at the Paladin. We know there's a DPS one, and then of course there's a healing one. But in terms of tanking, didn't see much on that. They did say that Paladin was going to become more of a healer slash DPS though, is what I saw. Thank you, Dad Rage. I know. This is absolutely amazing. I do want to thank you guys all so much as well for watching today. Really appreciate it. My God, Mystic is nice. Where does she go? She's probably fighting something. There she is. Are there some recommended crafting professions for certain classes? Yes, actually, you do get bonuses for maxing out your craft. So if you max out jewel crafting, for instance, you get it to level 10, then you get attack power and spell power as your profession bonus. For armor smithing, it is physical and magical defense. So you'd probably want jewel crafting for like your mage or your ranger assassin, and then for your guardian, you'd want armor smithing. So yeah, there absolutely is. Is mage gear and enchanted gear interchangeable? You could switch between, like you could use mage gear on a mystic if that's what you mean. Are you talking about mystic when you say enchanter, Michael? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, if they keep, and we should have the buffs in the new version still too. How does Mystic compare to Paladin in DPS slash healing? In terms of DPS, the Mystic is doing really good. Oh my God, I'm loving this right now. It's doing a lot of damage. But in terms of healing, I actually haven't gotten a healing spell yet, so I can't really comment on that right now. But it's more built for like AoE healing, so I think it's gonna be really good. Because I want to do a battleground with this Mystic. Ooh, new torso. Alright, okay. Alright, let's go. How does upgrading your gear and weapons work? So you get what's called Dragon Ball crystals in various ways, or Dragon Balls. They're actually called Blessing Stones, but you can either dismantle gear to get those, you can farm on elite mobs and you get them progressively, or as you're doing your quests, you can do what's called monster hunting, where like let's say you kill a mob, you'll see completion of stage 1 of the hunt quest. You'll get experience for that. But when you get to like stage 3, because you can keep going, you get Dragon Ball crystals as well. You can also get it from like PvP dailies, the special shop that we're going to have for honor and adventure points. There's so many ways you can get them. You can even buy them off the auction house. And then use that to enchant your gear. Once you get to plus 15, you can awaken that and get an extra rune slot. And you can also use items past plus 5 to increase the chance of success. Like there's Super Dragon Balls, and then there's Ymir skins past plus 10, and Ymir horns. So there's a lot of stuff to the enchanting system. How come you aren't on Twitch? I wanted to do it on YouTube first, and then I was planning on streaming on Twitch afterwards. So I'm still going to stream on Twitch today for sure. What about Paladin? Should you go blacksmithing? No. For the Paladin, you'd want to go for jewel crafting because you want to get more spell power for your heals. It's kind of a toss-up, but I would go for the more heals. Just because you're probably not going to be getting hit that much, you know, in like dungeons and whatnot, since you'll have the tank for that. No problem. Oh, you are talking about Mystic. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can use any gear on any character technically, but the one that you'd benefit from the most is using like mage gear on a Mystic or Mystic gear on a mage, if you're not using that same class's gear. But yeah, you could do like all heavy armor on a mage. It'd look badass, but you're probably gonna die though. It'd look cool though. It would look cool. Is enchanting like BDO? No, thankfully. So you won't have to look at that black spirit taunting you as you fail and destroy your weapon. No, you won't have to look at that. Or your jewel crafting, your jewel pieces. So when we fail, we actually get, and this only kicks in like around plus 10. It actually only starts getting downgraded. And there's a max durability, so if you go down to 0 durability, then it would get destroyed. But it's not an outright like, hey, sorry, your ogre ring just got destroyed. Try again next time kind of thing. Luckily. Just think cleric. Yes. Oh, and thank you so much. Wait a minute. Do I have the better one on here? Yes, I do. Okay. Okay, they should be bringing me to the dungeon pretty soon here. We can now move to Nabara City. Alright. Okay, let's go. What about Archer? You think it will be strong with the new stance and skills? I definitely think Archer will. Especially because beforehand, like in the Japanese version, you used what was called energy on the Ranger to cast your skills. But now it looks like there's stances that don't require you to use energy. So it looks like it's much more spammable. So I think that Ranger will be good with this new stance system. Absolutely. What about rune crafting? Yep, that was one as well. I forgot. So the bonus for that one, I actually don't know. But rune crafting is very important, though, of course. You can make a lot of money doing that, at least right off the bat, until the market gets completely flooded with rune crafting. But yeah, I'm not sure what the bonus is for that one, though. That's a good question. We're going to have to find that out for you. Really bad translation? Oh, yeah, could be, actually. By monster hunting, do you mean the monster book? Where... Yes. So, yep, that's what I'm talking about. So, there's going to be routes that are going to be coming up past the North American version. So, like, people are going to be developing places to take out these mobs, like the best route to do it in, so that you could farm a bunch of the experience and then, of course, the Dragon Ball crystals as well. Yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about, though. That part's just going to take a little bit of time, and people just memorizing, the people that come in with the spreadsheets and whatnot, they're gonna map all that out for people, and then you'll see that going on a lot. Can you level cooking at the same time as jewel crafting, or is it one or the other? Actually, it's one or the other, because I'm pretty sure those are the main ones. Yeah. So it's armor smithing, jewel crafting, and cooking. So no. I'm gonna have to. Let me hold on. I know there's a crafting menu somewhere here. Here we go. Category. So if jewel crafting and cooking turn out to be a primary, then it's one or the other. But if jewel crafting is a primary and cooking is a secondary, then you can level both at the same time. And I believe that's, let me see, I had armor smithing, and what was my second one? How many crafting can you do per character? So it's one primary, one secondary, and then you get the gathering ones, which don't change. So everybody has gathering and mining, and everybody also has taming. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that one out for you though. If cooking's a primary, I'm pretty sure it's armor and then jewel crafting that's primary, and then cooking, rune crafting, and enchanting is the secondaries. Or I'm sorry, yeah, cooking and enchanting. Yeah, stamina does equal HP. That's right. Issues keeping aggro late game? Actually, no. If you're doing your taunting properly, you shouldn't really have any issues keeping aggro late game as a guardian. They do their job really well. Oh, thank you, Chris. Spell effects and background music and player character voice cast yells. Yeah, here, I can turn that up for you as a matter of fact. Let's see if that improves. Let me know if it's too loud or too low. Thank you so much as well. That skill is fun. I feel bad for the wolf, though. Cooking is secondary? Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, so yeah, you could have jewel crafting and cooking then. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, jewel crafting is attack power and spell power for the bonus, which is really good. Hold on, let me lower that a little bit here. This one should be good though. 22. Alright, let's go. I wonder if numlock is the auto run now. Oh, it is. Oh, there we go. Alright. Is gathering level dependent and per character or shared throughout the account? Oh, that's per character. So you'd have a different gathering level than your alt, for instance. I think we're coming up on something we can gather right now, actually. Oh, but I don't have a pickaxe. Okay, I'm gonna have to get one of those. Let me see something here. Let me spread out here. I need to find out where the first dungeon is. Is that it? Yes, it is. Okay, good. So we'll just keep going on the main quest because it's going to lead us there anyway. Might as well. What class would you recommend for arena? Oh, that's a tough one. I'd say Berserker, Guardian, Mage. Oh, God. It really just comes down to the healers, actually, because I think everybody's pretty useful in there. Maybe the only class that would get locked down is Assassin. Might have a tough time in there. Because, of course, with Initiation, they have to be in stealth, but they could go straight for the healer. But, you know what? Yeah, it's a hard question to answer. I'd say Paladin would be better than in there than Mystic. Probably. I'd say the best arena character might be Guardian. Yeah, Guardian, actually. I'd go for Guardian. Guardian or Paladin. How's the combat? Is it fast? That's the most important thing to me. The new combat is more strategic based. It's going to take some getting used to. But I would say once you are used to how it works, it's like a rock, paper, scissors kind of thing with the combo system, then yes, it'll be very fast and it'll be very intense as well. When you're switching stances in the middle of the combat and you hear that click, that's going to make you feel a really good feeling in terms of the fight. It's going to feel more intense. What's the priority checklist to do from live server until max level and after? Save up as many Dragon Balls as you can while you're leveling up. Do not upgrade your gear while you're leveling. And then save up as much money as you can. Avoid buying potions if you can. Save up your skill points, your skill gems until you know at max level what you're going to be using. And then try to get an experienced pet as soon as you possibly can, but if you can't, just keep going on. The pet system can be very important as well, mainly with the XP bonuses and like the adventure points, the PvP points, that kind of thing. And then once you break into endgame, just start running those dungeons, get your gear as soon as you can, start plussing that up. Whatever you got to do, monster hunting, elite mob farming, just keep upgrading that gear. And then it'll kind of start making sense from there. Do the PvP. Pretty much whatever you want to do at that point, it's all up to you. If you want to go into PvP, do the battlegrounds, the arenas, get into like the top rank 50 of people, and you'll get rewards every week. And then go to Bossel's Canyon for the open world PvP in the meantime. And world bosses too. What will we play in June after we get tired of Bless? Oh, Hello Kitty Adventures. Just kidding. What do you mean? Come on. Now I'm hoping the best for Bless. I hope it lasts a very long time. We've been going too long without a fresh MMO experience that we could really buckle down in and have a good time for like a year or so. So I'm hoping this will be the one. Thank you, Don. Appreciate that. Is healer class a good class in Bless? Yeah, absolutely. You're going to be very important in like open world PvP. I mean, healer classes are important everywhere, I'd say, but in Bless they're going to be really, really needed. World bosses, that kind of thing, you're going to be loved. How is Paladin in PvP? Paladin is actually really scary 1v1. It's tough to take a Paladin down, I must say. If it's a geared Paladin, more than likely you might not even be able to chunk them for 40% of their health before they heal back up to full, kind of thing. So Paladins are very deadly in PvP. I'd say you'll have a fun time. Now in mass PvP, what people would want to do is focus down the Paladin, so in that case you might be in trouble, but you'd still be able to hold your own for a little while there, I'd say. Yeah, very comparable to Guild Wars 2, that's right. I was getting some Terra vibes in there as well, mainly with the Berserker, because the Berserker does feel like a lot like Terra's Berserker, but more instant cast skills in there as well. Thank you so much, Ellie. Is there a housing system? There is not, and they won't be using a housing system per se, they said. They're going to be using something as a substitute when it comes to the housing in the future. But I would say definitely give feedback on that, because housing would be pretty cool too. If we could get to like, there's some things about BDO that I did really like, and I know people would like as well, like the combat system of course, but the housing was pretty cool for me too. It was expensive furniture, but that was some pretty cool housing system that they had there. So I think if they got to that level of stuff, that'd be pretty cool. And maybe even added some Arcade in there where you could farm your own stuff kind of thing would be pretty cool. So this should be a route, right? Yeah, that's a route. Until you attack them, of course. Do you get the founder skins on all the characters? Apparently they are one-time uses, which really sucks. I hope that changes, but that's what they were saying in the Discord that was confirmed, but I haven't looked too much into that yet. But it should be on that Steam discussion. I'm sorry, that news post about the Q&A, like with the server information and all that. You should be able to find that answer there. It should be one of the first topics on the news actually for Bless. Okay, so okay, it lasts for 2 seconds. I see. Thank you. I still haven't got a skill for healing yet. They need an Arcade kind of housing. That would be pretty cool. Mystic is more support or straight heals. They're more of a healing / DPS kind of class. They're more straight heals than support for sure. Fast-paced ninja BDO. Yeah, assassin can get pretty fast, especially when you activate their attack speed buff. Stuff gets really nice after that. Oh yes. Hey, Shocking Beard, what's up? Oh god. I thought you were my friend. I thought you were going to lead me to freedom. Not anymore, I guess. Alright, hold on a second. Because I'm curious why I haven't got my my new healing ability yet. That's kind of weird. I wonder if we have to actually go to skill trainers in the city. I'm going to do that before we go into the dungeon because I don't want to die. Oh, hold the phone. Oh, okay. Destroy the leader of Dusty Bandits and find clues. Oh, wait a second. I gotta loot you, buddy. Gonna give the ass class and bless when... Wait, what? Oh, no. Don't you think Neo is balanced Paladin a bit better this time around? It definitely seems like Paladin's gonna be doing much better in this new version. I do think so, yep. I like the look of it. I do. Could you create a character on max sliders so we can see how buff the male models get? I keep streaming skinny edge tones. Yeah, you know what? The first day, that's exactly what I'll do. Dude, you don't even have to remind me. I'll remember to do that. My first video for NA. That'd be pretty cool to see, actually. I'm gonna name him Macho Man Randy Savage just for you. Let's do it. Max level 45. Yep. In this version, it's 50, but we won't be getting 50 content in the new version for probably a little while. But this class is one of the ones we have to look forward to when that does come out, though. Oh, what is this? Oh, hold on. Mount will be available for 1 day. What? Hold up now. Oh, Neo, you're so nice. Guess they just give you this. Oh, holy crap. Oh my god, go! Fly, my pretty. Dude, this thing looks so cool. What? Why don't they have this in Japan? What is this thing? Oh, this is more my style right here. I don't care if it looks weird. Let's do it. Much love from Chicago. Thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping that that's not really true, Obscure. I'm hoping that it's not really a one-time use. Or I'm hoping as well that we can transfer, because we haven't been able to figure that out yet, transferring costumes from one character to another, like you can with your gear. I hope we can do that. Because then it wouldn't be so bad. Ooh, new skill. Yes, please. Is it coming later for console? Yes, they are going to be considering console at a later point. You learned a new tactic. Well, what was it? Let's go. Wait, what? Oh crap, what was the new tactic? No, we're hiding that helmet. Immediately. Alright. The Masku race. Can you use the human skin in the rebuild version? What? Oh, you can't transfer your what's it called, appearances over, if that's what you're talking about. Sorry, I was looking at that question a little weird. I was like, wait, what? Oh, we gotta go this way. Do the different races have different racials that will enhance certain classes? Nope. No racial abilities, no racial skills, nothing like that. It's mainly just on the cosmetics part when it comes to that. Cosmetics, lore, starting area, that kind of thing. Oh, it's a Mascu mount zone. Okay, well I know where I'm going because this thing looks awesome. I'd much rather have it as a pet that follows you around though. Alphonse? It might be. What? Oh god. You guessed it. Oh no, I didn't want to hit the horse. Holy guacamole, yeah, that's nice. Always feels good to one-shot stuff. Mystic's kind of scary, actually. I'm waiting on the heals, though. Come on. You violated the law, sir. Alright, let's pot up. Let's go. Sad the assassin won't be on release. Yeah. Yeah, but they will be the first to come out, though, so you won't have to wait that long for assassin. And thank you so much. Ah, man. Get him. Oh, God. Goodbye. Yes. Alright, we gotta be a little careful here. Rest time. Do races have different base attributes? No base attributes, nothing like that. It's mainly just the cosmetics part. Cosmetics, starting zone, and what was that other thing we said? Oh yeah, well yeah, access to classes as well. There's certain races that cannot have certain classes. Woohoo! I'm going back in for more. Eh. See ya. Can you choose which character to receive the founder's item? Yeah, you should be able to choose which character. The way I'm guessing they might do it is either you'll have like a claim menu where you can do that. I think I might have seen something similar to that in the special shop actually. But yeah, you should be able to choose which character you want it on. Wait, what does he want me to do? Oh wait, hold on. Do you happen to know if Neo has changed XP gains values from main story and side story? There wasn't any information on that, so I don't think that they did. In terms of like dungeons and stuff like that as well, it shouldn't be changed either. Oh, I know what to do here. You will become a fool. Tell me what I need to know. Tell me where the drugs are. Thank you, sir. You've been very helpful. Alright, let's take a minute to just go to the main city because I'm really thinking that there's got to be like a skill trainer or something like that. Let me go find out. I can't even know where I'm going. I gotta remember. So I'm gonna go to the road and we're gonna go east. Please tell me this game does not support macros or scripts. No, there's no in-game macroing or scripting. They haven't really gone into too much detail if that's allowed or not, but when it came to multi-boxing, they said that Steam doesn't allow it, so they're going by that. So I'd say scripting and macroing probably won't be a thing either. They're definitely against botting. They did say that though. Is there an attendance reward? As a matter of fact, there's certain events, like on the Japanese version, there is an event going on right now where if you log in every day, you can claim free Lumina, the cash shop currency. It's only like 10, 20, 60 on some days, but yeah, there's attendance events like that that do happen, and they'll probably have something like that in the NA/EU version as well. Are there dynamic events like Guild Wars 2? Nothing dynamic like that, I'd say. I know what you're talking about. No, we don't see that going on. There are world bosses that spawn though, field bosses. They said that they're planning to have a 40-man raid boss. So I think things like that will definitely be happening though. Oh wait, what am I doing? I gotta ride the right one. Thank you. What do you think is the strongest class in PvP? Well, if I had to say, I'd probably say Mage would probably be doing the most damage. Mage, then Assassin, and Berserker would be tied. Because Berserker has really good... Well, no. Mage, Ranger, then Berserker and Assassin are tied. That's what I have to say. Because Berserker has really good AoE damage. They have really high crits. But I haven't sat them side by side and compared like my two characters. I'd say I felt like I was doing more damage on my Assassin though. I felt like I was doing more on my Assassin for single target. Are there mini games like Maple Story 2? I haven't actually played that, but mini games. No, there's not. I think I know what you're talking about. Like with crafting and stuff like that. No. I wouldn't be opposed to like checkers, or if they had a tavern where we could play Texas Hold'em. I've been getting some nostalgia from Pirates Online when I tried Sea of Thieves. I was hoping that something like that'd be in there. So if they did that, I'd totally be down. That'd be so fun. Are there account cash shop items that are account-wide shared? Inventory space. Yeah, inventory space is unlocked per character. So your skill resets, that kind of thing. If you don't use them, then you could probably transfer them to another character. Oh god. Keep running, hold on. Oh god. Freaking crows. I didn't know those things were there actually. But yeah, the majority of that stuff, if you use it, then it's character bound. How did they deal with kill stealing, be it quest mobs, target you want to tame? They lock to the first person to engage them. So if somebody tries to take your kill afterwards, they basically just be giving you the loot and you the experience. You get all the experience if you hit it first. Synthesis merchant. Let's see what's in here. Oh, whoa, what is going on here? I haven't seen these before. Oh, runes. Okay. That's tied to runes. Yeah, I want to see if there's like a skill vendor or something like that where I can get new ones. Oh, hold on. Waves being. What is this, a core skill? Movement speed increase, breath of the wild. I don't have that. Instant cast, sweet rain. Okay, so I'm actually getting in to the healing skills from this. Okay, I see. What will be the max level on EU NA? 45. Yep, 45. Is it just me, or does it look like a motorcycle when you ride a horse? It does. It actually does. I like it. It looks... I must say, yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Lupus is one of the races that just doesn't look right on mounts for me. I searched through the game, like I was like trying to find one. I even had a centipede mount at one time because that felt more right. And then I finally settled on a goat because that for some reason that felt right to me. But the elves, the humans, I like it. I like when they ride mounts. They look pretty cool on these. If you buy inventory slots, all my characters will get full inventory. No, it's character bound. So only the character that you use it on gets the inventory. I guess there's no yeah, I guess there's no skill vendor. All right, let's go. I was expecting one though. I guess we just learn them over time, and then the quest just, or maybe it's tied to the quest or the levels. But yeah, we just randomly get that stuff. The same as the Western release. No, it's not. Sorry. The combat's different. There's going to be probably a lot of aspects that are different. But people were comparing what the Western release might be to have some aspects from the Korean version. So you might see some of the stuff in there, but the combat's definitely different. And the mechanics as well. So with the first to engage rules, theoretically, if you have someone higher power level than you tag mobs. Yep, you still do. So even if it's like a person that is like plus 15 everything, if as long as you get the first hit, then it's yours. They could nuke it right then and there. Hey Mutaz. Oh, I'm planning on streaming on Twitch a little later actually. Just wanted to stream on YouTube for a bit here. As a matter of fact, let me check the time. Okay. We actually have 10 more minutes. When are the Founders Packs going to be able to be purchased? Yep, on the 28th. Oh god, where do I need to go right now? Oh yes, it's going to bring us into the dungeon. Okay, so we'll probably run the dungeon, and then I have to actually, I have to go after that part. Been having so much fun with this Mystic, though. If we are rushing to max level, at what point do we actively push for professions? When is jewel crafting and cooking needed? I'd say when you get to max level, that's when it's probably going to be needed, where you'd really have to buckle down and start leveling it up. Or the early game, when jewel crafting comes into play, you'd want to at least make your rings and your necklace, just to make sure that you have them. But you don't have to worry about it past that point until you get to endgame. And then with cooking, that's just if you feel like it in your spare time, but it's not going to be really needed until endgame as well. Any flying mounts? Yep, there are flying mounts as a matter of fact. You can get those in a couple different ways. Through GVG, so if your guild happens to own a territory, they get access to a shop where you can buy flying mounts. If you're in the top 13 people on the server for PvP, like your rank, then you can also get a flying mount as long as you keep your rank. And then if you get a legendary mount, you have a chance to get the flying trait where you can fly for 10 seconds. And with the cooldown. No problem, Michael. Yeah, I was having a blast. And thank you guys so much for watching as well. Let's see here. How's the lag playing on KR? It was a little choppy when I first got into the game. This is the less optimized version, as I understand it. The Japanese version, you still have a lot of issues in terms of optimization, mainly when you're going to cutscenes and like opening parts of the UI. Like the pet screen's a big one on that one. Like the map. On this one though, it doesn't feel like the UI lag is there as much though. But yeah, it's not too bad besides that. Once I got out of the starting area, it was pretty good. I guess I just listened to them talk or something. So we can buy the packs the same day it starts. Yeah, that part's a little weird. I'm hoping they open it before that because yeah, it's never seen that kind of thing happen before. Not sure how that's gonna work. But yeah, at the moment we have to buy it the same day it's coming out for early access. Oh boy. You're going down, Buttercup. Sweet. Alright, well, I'm going in the dungeon. Either way, let's do this. Okay, this might be a little tough. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what's in here. So, wait a second. We are wearing what level gear? Level 1. That's kind of worrisome, actually. I'll do a few mobs first. I'll see how it is, and then we'll go from there. A lot of stealth rangers camping mining nodes out in the world, just waiting to let loose. Yeah. You know what? The hotspots for mining and gathering and whatnot. Even turbines, because turbines is where you'd want to go for. I bet that'd be happening for sure. Alright, this is the first dungeon. See how this is. Actually not so bad. Come on. Ooh, okay. So they got a lot of health, but not so bad on the taking damage side, actually. This is pretty good. Is there a skill delay, or is that client side? No, that's client side. That was something that they did fix with the new combat, though, that I'm really glad isn't isn't gonna be in there. That was probably one of the only gripes I had with the Berserker on the Japanese version. It felt like there was a skill delay on a lot of occasions. I'm sure it felt better in classic combat though. Must have. You actually get a lot of XP from the dungeon mobs as well, so heck yes. No problem. Thank you so much for that as well. I appreciate it. All right, maybe just maybe I could take down a boss, but I'm not gonna risk it though. We're gonna stop before that. I'm probably gonna have to go hunt down some gear vendor or something, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get wrecked if I go in like this. Come on now. Can you buy the Founders Pack for $40 and then upgrade to the 150? So there's been a couple different things going around with that. People have been saying you can't upgrade. People have been saying you can. So I'd wait and see, because it's probably included on that news post. But at the moment, I'm not sure on that count. Give us your rating to the game. Japan. Oh, like Japan and Korea? I'd say. Oof. That one's a tough one. I love them. I love the versions. I'm going to say a solid 9. I'm going to have to. So gameplay-wise, it feels good. The combat's good. The combat is probably, okay, 8.5. 8.5. The graphics are, I mean, what we've seen already, the graphics aren't really like next generation. But the combat, the gameplay does feel good. The storyline is decent. You don't really understand what's going on because of the voice acting and whatnot. But yeah, I'd give it a solid 8.5. That's what I'd say. Are there racial benefits? No, there are not. You won't have to deal with anything like that. It's mainly just the cosmetics, the starting area, and the classes you'll have access to is what your race counts for. As long as you're able to get level 12 gear, level 11 wraps, you should be able to to kill this dungeon. Yeah, I'll try it and see if I can take down a boss when I find him. I'll see what happens there. I'm rocking level 1 pieces at the moment though. I want to see if I can get access to my healing ability as well. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm going to need mana pots as well. Holy cow. Is there a gear score feature that rates you? And if so, does that influence the dungeon's difficulty by scaling the mobs accordingly? Or do dungeons have difficulty options? They have difficulty options, so you can actually see your gear score. Yeah, I'm still in this queue. My god. On this version, I guess you can't see your gear score, but on the Japanese version, for instance, Nigroturus would be about 6.3. Patala Runes would be about 9.1 for the raid, and then... Oh, no, 9.08 for the raid, and then 9.03 for the dungeon, or that might be mixed. But yeah, it just the difficulty stays the same. All that matters is your gear score. Oh yeah, absolutely. I am a elf. I am an aqua elf, a part of the Union faction, Samantha. Do you know how the Mystic is in PvP so far? Haven't seen him in PvP yet. So this will be like my first encounter when I get this character to max level. It's going to be a fun experience though. I double stomped. Yeah, there is a delay. Come on, you. Come on. Ooh, this one's kind of strong. Goodbye. Or not. I hope it's balanced. Yeah, I'm hoping so as well. Speed run, skipping, whatever. Oh, I'm trying to get to level 16 before I go for the boss. I'm just trying to see if it'll give me a healing ability. I'm really hoping it does. Because at that point, then I can speed run no problem, more than likely. Your dog's going down, sir. Almost there, though. Oh, I know, Panda. Ooh, yeah, it's already starting to get tough. Alright. Yeah, once I get to 16, I'm gonna dip out of here. I'm gonna go get some gear, and then I'll try this one again. Oof. Tough cookies. Let me see. Is there any large PvE portion to the end game, such as raids? Yeah, there's actually a 10-man raid. There's also going to be 40-man raid bosses. There's going to be, of course, there's going to be world bosses, elite mob farming, which you could probably do in a group if you wanted to. And then, let me see. In terms of large-scale portion, that's the majority of what we got so far. Oh, monster hunting as well. Keep an eye out for that, because that'll be for like the big groups, like the full-on raids. You'll be able to do that as well. How do you go about leveling guilds? How long does it take? There's actually pets you can get. You can get a pet skill to get more guild experience, but it does take a long while, even with that kind of stuff going on. I'm gonna have to lock onto her. Come on, Buttercup, let's go. Hey, I'm starting to notice some issues with the mana regen. My God, is diminishing returns a thing in Bless to mitigate the spamming of crowd control, be it in a PvP or PvE scenario? Not that I've noticed so far. It looks like diminishing returns are not, so you could probably keep someone stun locked if you really wanted to. That's part of the main role of a guardian in PvP, is to keep someone locked down. So no, there's none of that I've seen. Hey Toast, yes I do, absolutely. Ooh, that was a beautiful noise. Oh crap, it didn't give me a skill book. Alright folks, I'm gonna have to do some figuring. I'm gonna have to do some figuring of stuff out. So we're gonna dip out of this dungeon because I do not want to die. If we're doing it, we gotta do it right. But this is fun. This is really fun so far. I'm loving the Mystic. So we're already level 16. This server feels awesome. I'm loving this old version. Oh, Siri. Hey, how's it going? If you play hardcore, how long do you think it'll take to reach 45? I'd say about 2 days. Like if you're playing at least 12, even 16 hours a day, 2 to 3 days max. Yeah. What's the best way to do a dungeon for leveling? Clear all the mobs or speed run? Oh, you want to clear all the mobs. But when you get to like the point where, like, let's say you're level 13, you're doing the level 13 dungeon and you get to like level 20 or like 19, you could just like speed run it, clear the bosses, and be just fine because they give you the most experience. No diminishing returns, yeah. It hurts. There are ways to get out of CC though. Your iframes actually cancel out of all CC, even dots. Like dots, stuns of course. Crowd control, like if they have control of your mind or something like that, it can cancel out of most of that. So that's why it's really important to keep your iframe handy, because you're gonna need it. Absolutely. Even the Guardian's block cancels out of CC as well. That's something to remember too. Yeah, no problem. Oh, they are there, but oh, okay. Not for knockups, knockdown. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, that does make sense actually. But yeah, you can actually use your iframe as well to get out of that stuff. Money, content. Yeah, hopefully it'll run really well. When it comes to that, we'll have to see what happens though. Definitely hoping the best on that one though. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. Thank you so much, Michael. All right, folks. That looks like it's going to be all for today. So I thank you guys so much for watching. I will be streaming on Twitch as well later on today. I'm really excited to test out the rest of this Mystic. I'm so excited for the new version of Bless. And I'm going to be streaming tomorrow as well after work on YouTube. So I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And we'll see you next time. If you guys have any other questions, the Bless Discord, if you haven't found it yet, they have a ton of people there that can answer all of your questions in a very quick manner. They have community managers, mods on there as well that can answer. They have a questions channel too. That's probably the best place to put it in. But yeah, folks, I hope you're excited for Bless. I know I am. Later. Take out that scorpion. See ya, scorpion. Hope I get a freaking healing skill in a little bit here. Oh, I see decos. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more as well, the diminishing returns, because I thought there wasn't any. But then again, if you're in mass PvP, most of the time you have a high chance of dying if you get caught. You really have a high chance. Thank you so much, Lazy Line. My Twitch name is Sir Medieval, same as the YouTube one. I appreciate you all so much for watching. I hope you have a good one. Thank you, Michael. Bye, guys.